You are trying to reach the Tubadylan program. You have not done this in error. You are here. And I am here now. Preparing for this short program on absolutely nothing. In the middle of the night. In my Insomnia studio. Good to see you all. So what's going on, friends of the internet? My tuba friends. My friends of the world. How is your life in these COVID-19 times? What are you spending your time doing? Other than working, of course, if you can get it. Welcome to my show. This is the world's first live 10 camera switching tuba show. And you're here to enjoy it. Or not. Hello, conservative tuba. Welcome to the channel. Good morning to you. Where might you be this lovely morning? I use ET as my test subject here in the studio in order to focus my cameras. He's back there sitting in the red chair. Thought I'd come on for a few minutes this morning. And show you my ET doll. He's been seen before on this station. Many times. Welcome to the Tubadylan program. We will begin momentarily. However, we have already begun. So if you are here, you know that that is what is happening. A React video. Wow, that's That'd be interesting. I don't know who I would react to. I think I could probably do that to some extent here live even. You're saying like watch pieces, Pisces, watch Pisces pieces, watch Pisces Reese's Pieces. Yes. Napalm Records. Oh, and just check out that music. Oh, yeah. That could be a pretty good idea. Yeah. If I ever thought I'd have any time, I would do all kinds of things. Oh, sweet. Oh, well, I'll check it out. 5-minute video. I will. I don't think I could play it legally here on my show. I'm not totally sure about that. But the music that I play, like what I have going right here, is licensed. I'm over here right now. I could see people liking reactions to certain types of music. That could be interesting. Thank you for that suggestion. Oh, okay. You're saying that I should play their music right here, right now on my channel, so you can hear me react to it. Is that what you're saying? This could be interesting. How could I do that so you could hear it too? Is it PG-13 or below? Because I don't like to have cuss words here on my Tubadylan YouTube channel. PG, oh, that's good then. Let's see here. Possibly open another tab. Well, I found the video, but I can't seem to get the video to play through 44 million views, far out. Okay. Let's see how we could get this to play through. Try that. That might mess everything up. Nope. Okay, this is it. I'm going to rewind it. And let's see here. You want my reaction video to this particular music. This is a fan-inspired live moment here. I'm going to try to do it. Let's see here, Mac Pro Desk over here. And then maybe this one over here. Okay. And you see me now. I'm going to do this for you. This is going to be a copyright issue for me, I guarantee it. Or it won't. We'll see. Let's see here. I lost track of you guys. Oh, there's the chat. PG, don't Google. It's inaudible. Yes, okay, so you said it's good. I'm about to play it here. You want me to talk through this? We'll see. I'm going to switch over to this camera. Now I'm watching it. I like the drummer a lot. Nice. Okay, don't like that at all, whatever that is. I don't think that's her, even. Sounds like one of the other dudes singing. I think it's one of the other guys singing. Well, I'd say they at least have a little bit of a Led Zeppelin thing going there. I mean, you know, it was kind of nice and tolerable, and then the death metal thing happened. Yeah, that's really enough, because I don't want to hear the other part again. That's good. I'm stopping it. That's the end of that. Welcome to my live show. Whoever's coming in, I'm just talking to one person here. I had to stop. Couldn't stand it. Yeah. Hey guys, whatever that was, I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. Yeah, everyone has different taste. I agree. I gave it a shot. I gave it a shot. I kind of like mellow, just meditation music these days. I don't know why necessarily. Like I could listen to this sound all night long, and probably most people couldn't. She's been a singer since she was 8, and her impetus for the growl was her seeing OTEP. Okay, well. Yeah, well, I played in a band for 5 seconds called Conqueror Worm. And that was like a heavy death metal band. And if I remember right, we opened for a band called Cannibal Corpse at the Whiskey in LA. I played tuba on one show. Not my type of music, but the audience got a real kick out of a tuba in a death metal band. And they were friends of mine, so it was fun. Well, there you go. I've kind of played in a band like that, so I have a tiny bit of experience with that type of music. I can say that I enjoyed the beginning of that track. It was all right. I liked the drummer. I liked his rhythms and all that. Nice stuff going on with the string players too. But as soon as she came in with that stuff, I just can't take that. I don't know. It sounds weird. I wouldn't call it demonic per se, but some people might, you know. Jazz, reggae, and a bunch of other styles influenced her too, as well as pop and classic rock. Well, yeah, I got you. I agree. Those are good influences. I don't know how people are making it now in the commercial music business. I do think composers are still making it to some degree, especially those who write for music libraries, but uses her false vocal cords to make the sound. Okay, well that's why, it sounded false to me. If that makes sense, like her, whatever that roaring, screeching death metal sound sounded like a man to me. It didn't look like a man. She's, slightly on her way to that, but I don't mean to be mean to her. But alternative labels, YouTube and others. Yeah, that's the only way to go now. I think that's the way to go. If I had a band, like back when I wanted to have a band, when I had a rock band, right now, today, I would try to work on getting a successful video over all things. I would learn how to make a video, get into filmmaking, and it's one of the reasons I'm here with my live show. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but I've made these silly tuba videos for years, not great videos by any means, but I know a lot about filmmaking too, because I do that also. And I'm here to help with that. If anyone ever has a question about cameras and recording or doing your YouTube videos, I don't know. I can help you a little bit with, at least with gear advice. I know a ton about it. Napalm Records. Well, you know, that sounds pretty intense, Napalm Records. You know, sounds pretty exciting. Yeah, I don't know how record labels do it these days. You know, different times. But hey, 14 million views. She's right on. Whoever they, you know, they already have enough eyes to have a following. One of my favorite people, independent music makers, is this guy, Mark Rebele, on YouTube. And he tours and whatnot, but got to start doing stuff in bars and things. Very dirty content, so I don't recommend it to any of my younger viewers. But just as a purely creative person who goes off the cuff, that guy, it's really enjoyable. It's kind of like a Reggie Watts, and I think they did a video together, actually. Tatiana Schmeiluch. Ooh, that's kind of an interesting name. Oh, from Ukraine. Okay. Well, that's quite a different place than here, I'll tell you that. I haven't been there. I just know that much. I've got 3 viewers. This is exciting. I mean, like, we're at what, 2, not even 3 in the morning, and I've got 3 viewers. This is, you know, pretty cool. Exciting conversation here for me. I'll bring in a little bit of ambient music here if I can. Let's see here. But thanks for that recommendation. I did enjoy checking out that video until she started grunting or whatever that was happening. I'll move over here. I'm going to try to, this might kind of blow your brains out for 1 second. So if you're one of the 3 people listening, just be mindful of that. Not exactly sure how the volume's going to be right at first here. Let's go with that. Let's take vocals out. There's no vocals, so yeah, I mean, we'll just see what happens. Yeah. That's probably coming through somewhat. I'll turn that off there. Oh no, what did I push? Okay, there we go. It's a gamma drone. Welcome, gamma drone here. From my main station, ET's back there behind me. I don't even know if I'm gonna go and try to do anything today on there. Feedback coming. Ooh. Oh, really? I'm not hearing that. Well, I'm playing a humming. if you don't like it, here, I'll switch the track up and see if it changes anything. Still feedback? Yes, it's just a mellow sound. Oh, yeah, no, just a mellow loop. Non-rhythmic, that it says. No. Yeah, you know what tubas I'd like to check out if anyone's listening who likes the tuba here. It's this Eastman 4/4 double C, the York style one. Hello, friends. I've got this friend in here who wants me to check out videos on YouTube and react to them. I'm not much of a reactor, but we checked out one earlier for you joining right now. And it was interesting. Dimash Kudai-Berjanov, SOS. Dimash. Also Ukraine. Oh, French. So we'll have the same thing going on today. Yeah, well, welcome there, Night Cactus. Yeah. Oh, Kazakhstan, far out. Yeah, my insomnia comes from like a problem with the tiniest little naps, either in the afternoon or evening. If I sit there and fall asleep for an hour, like downstairs somewhere, not in my bed, but just sitting in a chair doing something, which happens, then I don't want to go to sleep later at night. That's right now. Yeah. Kazakhstan's interesting. I think my brother may have or thought about getting sent there at one time. He said something about that, but that's Peter Gregg from the Christmas Room. My favorite live video streaming mega mind. Hey, Peter. That's great. Good to see you, man. Yeah, this is the tuba room. I'm not back there in my normal spot. This is my work spot here, Peter. But here's a couple new angles. This is a different angle from my room. I don't have a Christmas room, but I have a tuba room. But definitely appreciate the love, Peter. Your videos are so cool and inspirational. Yeah, if any of my 4 concurrent viewers who are watching, you check out Peter Gregg if you're interested in doing videos in your house. He also does cooking videos. Yeah, I have like the most complex, weird live studio that never gets used except for in the middle of the night, like right now. But always working on it. It's just a fun thing for me. I think that's a lot of these guys on YouTube, like Peter Gregg. I don't know if Peter's still watching, but hey, like a lot of these guys do videos about things they like just because it's a neat hobby. Like video is a hobby in itself if you're into photography and that sort of thing. The ceiling angels or swoops down. That's amazing. Angles or swoops down. That's amazing. Oh yeah, well I have an angled ceiling in here. You can see it in some of these shots there, which is kind of cool because it not only does it deaden the sound, but it allows for a different type of diffusion, especially directly on the other side of my editing system here where I am. Where I have it set up. I mean, the main thing about this room that I set up first, Peter, was as a scoring station for music and for mixing and the stuff I do in my day-to-day thing, which is music supervision. So here I am at this is my main workstation over here. And I have the reason I have so much sound editing in here is because I really can get a nice mixed sound here, and deliver pretty much finished masters when I have to deliver my masters. And so, yeah, I kind of move it around, like I've got all these different spots. So always kind of playing with it. That spot over there is supposed to be a one-man band spot. I'm just haven't been super into doing it much. I mean, I tried it some before COVID, and I was kind of on a roll, and I was making weird music and started to figure out my looping machine. And then COVID happened and things got a little bit busy, and I sort of had to prepare. Oh, cool, Peter. Yeah, I mean, that's only some. I've got like 11 different cameras. Since you're on, I got to show you. So, hey, guys, I got to play with this because I've got Peter Gregg on the line here, and he, to me, is legendary because he inspires me with his YouTube channel. So I'm going to show him some of these things in here that I've developed just real quick because I think he will enjoy it. So as long as he's on, I'm going to give a little tour here. So I'm sitting here at my main desk, and I'm gonna undo my switcher. I'll click over here. So I've got a camera over here too, right? And this is the interface for the Sling Studio switching system. You probably know what it is, Peter. Peter knows all these kind of things. And you can have up to 10 devices hooked completely wirelessly. So all these different cameras, most of which is a Micro Four Thirds right here with a wide angle lens here, most of which are hooked up via a wireless box that's going to the Sling Studio device itself. Here, I'll show you that too. Let me just I'm going to move around a little bit here. Yeah, this is, you're going to get some different views because I have so many different views here. So I'm coming over here. I'm going to hit there. This is my Peter Gregg view right here. So for those of you who like the really punchy, cinematic, shallow depth of field look, I've got the A7 III right here. This is kind of one of my main stations here. So I can see right out. And then I have a teleprompter, which I never use, but I have one set up if I want to use it. And then I have a camera behind me, so you can see the whole setup here where I'm sitting. It's called clamp cam because it's on a clamp. I'm going to switch to that next. And this kind of shows, this is my music making crazy station here. And it's got one of my monitors. You can actually see I have several monitors that are running the output feed of the Sling Studio. So they're out of sync because the Sling Studio syncs up all the signals. You can see it kind of reflecting there. But I have monitors here. See, this is the same thing here underneath the A7 III there. Then I have a wide angle camera here, which is right over my laptop that's running a lot of things here. And that's a GH5 there with the Zeiss like wide angle zoom lens. Got it set at f4 so I can pull it out like that. And that's the GH5 with the Zeiss lens, and this one I can move around. So if I move it over here, I can move it even a little bit more, and I can do things like get on my theremin here, you know. Of course, I don't have the headphones on, but this antenna that you see right here. This is my weird theremin. It's not like a real theremin. It's kind of like a kid theremin, but it worked. It does stuff. So that's a wide angle camera that I've got there. Then of course I've got my studio, what do I call it? My slider camera. I call it slider fisheye. And that's up here. I'm about to switch to that. So that I have on an Edelkrone slider and head that moves, so I can program that to move. I don't even know if Peter Gregg is still listening, but I hope so. Peter, I'll come back and take a peek in a second. I can actually check from here because I have another Mac here, and I think this Mac I can also monitor YouTube. I just have to refresh this page over here, I think. Let's see. Will that give me the live feed if I do that on this computer? I don't know. It doesn't look happy. I don't think it wants to do it. It's done it before. Yeah, so then I have a camera right above this computer monitor, right here. Right there. And that's a GH4 with the Leica 1.4 12mm lens, prime lens. And that camera I can get on this computer and interact with my audience, even though it's not working right now, because I didn't set it up ahead of time. And maybe if I just refresh YouTube on there and I go, there it is, so I can go to my own feed. There it is, tubadylan live. There you go. So now I can see it. Nice spot. Clamp, good angle. Great angle. Moving to that GH5. Yeah, isn't that cool? There you go. Thinking of adding a slider. Good job. Yeah, I like the slider. So, yeah, but so you're down talking to you on this one. Right below here, I've got a big Mac monitor that's hooked up to another Mac Pro down here. Yeah, but so you're down GH4 running too. It's still a great camera, right? Yeah, well, the GH4 is a great camera, especially for streaming. And it even can autofocus, dude. Check this out, Peter. Watch this. I've got so many angles in here. I'll show you another angle. This is what I call my puppet cam or my Mo cam. I do have puppets in here once in a while. It's been a while since I've used it. What I call my puppet cam or my Mo cam. But I do have puppets in here once in a while. As you can see, here's the one of the old guys. He's the grumpy old guy from my show here. As you can see, here's this is a GH4. He's the grumpy old guy from my show here. Hey, Peter Gregg. GH4 Christmas room. I don't really like Christmas, you know. I like Peter Gregg's Christmas room because it shows the bokeh lights. I love bokeh lights. I like Peter Gregg, but I don't really like Christmas. Oh, did you know that it's pagan even? It's pagan. Don't really hey, just get it. Stop talking to Peter like that. You know that it's pagan even? It's pagan. Sorry, man. Hey, just get it. But that's a GH4. So look, I can also stand up and stretch out. So I can sit down in my tuba spot. Or when I go to this camera, so look, I just want to talk. I can also stand up and stretch out. So I can sit down in my tuba spot. I've got the Zeiss 25 1.4. It's, I think, the first Pro prime lens that Lumix made for microfour. Super slow to focus in, but when it locks on, man, it's just a beautiful lens. This is a great lens. So here's the Zeiss 50, and I can stand up and scan it here now. This is a great lens. So here's you get to see a little behind the scenes of my studio. I'm excited to show it to him because Peter Grave is the ultimate in home. You could call it home TV studios. I think the Christmas room. When I look at the Christmas room, I think of it as a TV studio. And then I even have my iPhone 12 on a gimbal here. So I have to. You can only have 4 in queue at a time to switch with this switcher, which is one thing I wish you could have like 8 up at once. But I can switch to my phone camera, and then I can actually give you a little bit of a tour of the craziness of this place here. Phone camera. And it does. I love doing this. And then I can actually give you a little bit of a tour of the craziness of this place here. A picture and 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 some combo. There's the theremin I was talking about. Okay. See that? Yeah. But yeah, from sitting right here, I've got lots of pedal effects down here, different types of things. That's an Indian instrument that plays a special drone sound that I just like to jam to once in a while. Here's my main mixer, and that brings through all my various microphones and whatnot. They're all up here. Here's my main mixer. Different types of microphones. I'm kind of a microphone connoisseur and guru as well. So cameras, but I also love microphones and preamplifiers. A lot of these microphones are going through analog preamplifiers before they come into my system. And then they go through a looper here, and then they go into this Macintosh through Logic, still working fine. 2015 Mac Pro. Down there's some more preamplifiers, more microphones. There are microphones everywhere, and each microphone is hooked up to something different that makes a different sound. Everything makes a different hooked up to something. Got some drum machines in here and a little keyboard, so I actually can cue into certain synths here. And there's my music stand. As you can see here, I have these monitors all over the place where I can see what's going on. And they're showing my output, the output of the entire show, which is what you're seeing. Sort of a double image. You know, there's another one, a little one there. These are small HD monitors. See that? Lots of different microphones. So this microphone is like directly over my head. There's a big old microphone inside of there. Tube condenser, supercardioid. A couple different microphones here. They're hooked up on top of this camera. One goes directly into the camera and one goes through. That's a special microphone that's intended for trumpets, tubas, and that goes through preamps all the way over to the mixer. This is the Aston Spirit microphone. Really cool microphone, really great. This is a rhythm mic. Sounds really good on the trumpet. This is the Blue Mouse microphone. The best microphone for bass instruments and for the deeper voice that I've found. So I actually have 2 of those. Not a cheap microphone. Absolutely lovely. You ever see these guys in Good Mythical Morning on YouTube? They use just one of these mics as their main mic. They've had it in the middle of their table forever. Good Mythical Morning on YouTube. This is another blue. This is one of the original blues from Latvia. It's the original Dragonfly. Also really nice microphone. Over here for different podcasting things, and if I go on Zoom calls and things like that, I've got that new Rode podcaster thing. It's pretty handy. Over here for different podcasting things, and if that's the second screen. It's essentially still this computer over here. I can double it up, and because that computer's still mighty powerful, it can do all kinds of things. Yeah. Of course, they've got lots of tubas and instruments here because that's my kind of love and my hobby. But and then over here, I've got another video editing station. It's a bit of a mess. It's turned off right now. And lots of cables and cords that I have kind of strung up as I need them. I can grab them from over here. But yeah, over here is a whole nother video editing station, a whole nother trash cans. And down here, they're dark, really dark right now, but if you look down there, there's all these black boxes. I've got over 100 terabytes really dark right now, but if you look storage in here. Huge video array storage because I'm, you know, a video editor, music supervisor, and storage. I've got a lot of stuff going on. Huge video array storage because I'm. The number one reason I built this room this way was for sound and for mixing from this station. All the rest of this stuff is more of just a happy experiment of mine. It's happening right now as you're watching. This is all part of the experiment. Just seeing it and experimenting with it and having fun with it right now. Certain guys, that's why I like certain guys on YouTube from the camera genre, like Peter Gray, like Marcus Picks, Casey Stern for Camera Conspiracies. They just like to try all kinds of things, and that's how they make things interesting. I'm kind of the same way. Haven't done much of that in my YouTube videos, but who knows? I might switch. I think that content actually has a much potential for a much bigger audience than, say, tuba videos. But I do like my tuba audience. Uh-oh. Did I just go off the air? I hope not. But I do like my tuba audience. Uh-oh. Did I just go off the air? Yeah. I hope not. Best mic for singing male vocal in your opinion would be? Oh, Peter. Okay, so your voice is not super deep. Yeah, I've got two trash cans. Yeah, the M1 Mac Mini, I saw your video on that. Your voice is not. I can't wait. It's probably much better than my trash cans. And it's only like $1,000. I totally should get that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put this down because I'm gonna come back over here. I totally should get that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. So that's a quick tour of this studio in all of its crazy weird glory. So that's sit down here. Because I have it. This thing I can go to Mac Pro desk. Because I have it. This thing I can go to back over here. Oh yeah, so this lens, this is one of the coolest lenses I think of all time. I'm sure Peter, you know about this lens here too. This is the Zeiss. This is one of the coolest lenses I think of all time. I guess it's the, what is it? Peter, you know about this. 10 to 25, 1.7 for micro four thirds. 10 to 25. Oh, hey, thanks, Peter. You're A-OK too, my man. For micro four thirds. Oh, hey, thanks, Peter. You're I like your show a lot. Man. Is this even working? Ooh, okay, so now I can hear. Yeah, I like your show a lot. Is this even working? Oh, there's an echo. Okay, so now I can how did I make that happen? I don't know. Oh, there's an echo. How did I make that happen? Yeah, I hear you, tuba people. Yeah, I know, the sound is looping. I gotta fix that. And now there's a even worse sound. Yeah, I know, the sound is looping. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. And now there's a even worse sound. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. The sound is looping. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It's really looping now. Oh, this is going crazy. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. Hold on, I gotta check something. Sorry, guys. It's really looping. It's kind of fun. Oh, this is going crazy. Hold on, I gotta check something. Okay. It's really looping. It's kind of fun. How is it looping? Oh, this is going crazy. Hold on, I gotta check something. Okay. really looping. How is it looping? Oh, this is going crazy. It might be in here. Hold on, I gotta check the name. Really looping. How is it looping? Oh, this is going crazy. It might be in here. That's it. Hold on, I gotta check. I think that's it. Or at least that's part of the culprit. So when I open the YouTube on this computer here, it played it through the computer system and then into the whole mix, which it shouldn't have been doing. So you were hearing the YouTube come back on itself, which is terrible. Just terrible. But now I'm back over here. And it should have stopped doing that. You got it, yeah. There's still a little bit of a loop, but I think that might just be because my headphones are on the delay because I'm just checking the sound, and then they're going through this microphone. Yeah. Oh, good. The tour was full of those weird echoes. Oh, no. That's terrible. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. This room is full of awesome stuff. Don't come here. I have dogs. They'll kill you. Thanks for catching it live. Yeah. Well, hey, the Peter Gregg was here. He's one of my favorite camera gurus. So I wanted to show off in front of him. And show him the studio. Because over the last couple of years, he's contributed to some of my overbuying of cameras and lenses. Oh, best male mic. Yeah. It depends. I know your voice pretty well, so let me take these off so they're driving me crazy. Yeah, I know your voice pretty well, Peter. So, I mean, I like that blue mic the best, but that's more for a really low voice because you kind of have a tenory. For male vocals and the way you sing, I don't know if the blue mic would absolutely be the best microphone. There's some really good stuff out there for not a whole lot of money these days. Like I just don't think people should spend a ton of money on a microphone. Because I've done both. I have microphones that are relatively expensive, and ones that are unbelievably good for how much they cost. And I like going with those. Super versatile microphone that looks really cool and has a great built-in pop filter that's practically indestructible, and a great sound for a male voice, I think, is the Aston Spirit. And I have one of these here. I have the Aston Spirit and Aston Origin and the Aston, it's downstairs, but I have, there's another microphone they have that's a phantom powered dynamic, a really more of a broadcast type of microphone that's excellent, that has its own extra phantom power. But for your voice and for maybe a not super expensive microphone, I mean, the Aston is so cool because it's practically indestructible. You live there in Florida, this thing's made of like hard steel. It looks really cool and really has a great sound to it. Made in the UK and just a tremendous value for a microphone. I'm kind of partial to blue microphones because I've been using those to record throughout my entire career. So I really like blue microphones. The Blue Mouse is my favorite for male vocals. I would say though, I mean, you can't go wrong with the Blue Mouse, even though you're a little more trebly than say my voice, Peter. Yeah, Aston Spirit, that's it. Yeah. But Peter, you've probably seen them. The guys from Good Mythical Morning, they use a Blue Mouse microphone in front of them, a little more than arm's length at the end of their table, for both of them. And they've been using that microphone for like their whole YouTube career. And they just sound fantastic. And it's two guys with different voices going into one microphone. Yeah, Peter Gregg's a Florida guy. Edwine. Edwina is the name of a microphone you're looking into? I haven't heard of that one. Yeah, I haven't heard of haven't heard of that. I'm not a huge fan of this lapel mic that I'm speaking into right now. It just works well if I'm going to be moving around and showing people my studio or something like that. So far when I've gone on these live streams, I have it hooked up. And it's going into just a camera sound source through the HDMIs into this whole switcher system that I have here. Yeah, I like this view here. This turned out pretty cool. I even have a lens ball at the bottom of the shot. You probably know what that is, Peter Gregg. Hey, Peter, you know that I bought your little white cards. I've got them somewhere. I don't think I bought them because I believe you give them away for free, but I sent away for the free shipping, and you sent them to me. I'm on your mailing list because you sent me those free things, and unfortunately I never used them. I put them in the side of one of my camera bags and never remember that they're there. But I'm sure they'd be very handy to any filmmaker, which is why I put them in there. Yeah. So I've done a good amount of, I guess you could say, commercial photography and videography over the years. So gained a decent amount of camera stuff. Huh. Well, God bless you too, Peter Gregg. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. I like people who are obviously doing these things for the love of it. I mean, I don't think Peter is doing it because he thinks he's going to get wealthy from YouTube. If anyone else is watching, he just loves cameras and he likes experimenting with it, and he likes helping people. So that's the same with me and tubas. That's why I like tubas and I like cameras and I like helping people. No. So, and this is like my little tiny part of preaching the gospel, even though I try not to keep my tubadylan show or content religious per se, but I'm not afraid to say that I like reaching out to people of the world and telling them that Jesus Christ is truth, the Bible, and principles in it have just absolutely helped me through my life over and over and over again, and I've been so blessed by God for loving the Bible and what it has to say. That's a total tangent, but you know, he said, "God bless you," and I super appreciate that. That's one of the nicest things you can say to somebody. So thanks, Peter. Oh, well, that's awesome. I want to be helpful. Yeah. My original thought for this studio was to try to have a live kind of one-man band show. And I almost have now overbuilt it, and it's gotten so complicated, and my collection has gotten so silly almost that just, I don't know, it's hard to know where to start. You know, I've recorded a lot of music, but like I still don't know how to use this looper quite right. And so I did some videos where I started messing with it, trying to make some beats and sounds, and I thought they were terrible. Yeah, good night, Peter. It's getting really late. I think I should start heading for the hills too. Good to talk to you. Um, good night from North Carolina to Florida, and yeah, good night, all my friends. I'm thinking about ending this live stream pretty soon here, just because I'm getting tired. So I'll let you watch me walk on over and see if I can get this thing. I think I have to end it from another place, or I think I might be able to do it from here. Well, good night to everybody. Thanks for chiming in. I wish I could stay on forever, but this is my late night tuba jam that didn't jam, but it is what it is. Ain't what it ain't. And if you stayed this long or you're watching this later, subscribe to my show. You'll get fascinating things like this in random manner throughout the rest of time, which could be very short, which is most likely going to be very short, the way things are going these days. Love to all of you if you're still watching. It's been interesting coming on tonight. Long, fulfilled day. Got a lot done today. Had a good day with my wife and kids. Got a lot of work done for my job. And, well, just say good night to all of you. Love you. Love your God. Love your neighbor. In Christ